Hello everyone, I am Koda Singh and today we will be talking about how to send back JSON in response instead of normal text and how we can use the data classes to send back the JSON in it. So first of all, we have to go to the Gradle file and we have to import this particular line. So it's basically a moshi. It's moshi, or I don't know, however you want to pronounce it. So what it does, basically it converts the data class into the JSON format and very neatly, without any extension or anything. We can do it, but we have to install it. So installing it means install content negotiation. So we are doing something with the content. So content negotiation, as you can see over here, and we just have to write moshi. You don't have to worry about, even if you write it on the internet, that let's suppose ktor-moshi, the first link you get, hit that link and you're good to go. But anyway, I will be including it. I think I imported the wrong one. So content negotiation, yes, I should import this one, the IO ktor features. So we just have to undo it, and then we can do this thing. You just make sure, if you ever get a choice which one to import out of two, then always go for the Qatar one, and or if you don't get the Qatar, then always go for the Kotlin one, the JetBrains one, if you have one, if you have the option in that thing. So anyway, so we have the content negotiation installed and Moshi is working over here. So we just have to create the data classes. So let's create our new package. We can say models, and in models we can have model, which is we can say user will be the best model. So we'll be getting a data class, and if you don't know what is data class, then I would highly say that you should go and check out some Kotlin tutorials, because it's going to really help you out. But in brief, I can tell you that it is just a one-line version of creating a class, a model class with constructor, getters, and setters, and it's basically more than that. So this is one of the best parts of Kotlin I love about, and it really helps the developer to shorten his code. So as you can see, I have created a data class with name, age, and bio. Bio is nullable, in the sense it can be left empty, and we and so it will ultimately in JSON format. If we are giving it a null value, or maybe no value to it, and so in the JSON response we will not get that particular bio argument only, or bio key only. So we'll just create let's suppose a user array. We can say array list. So array list, we can have array list of. So if you're not familiar with all these things, array list of, or uh, what is all these things, and instead of, I mean, array of, and these all are Kotlin things, and if you want me to make tutorial on Kotlin, then I would be happy enough to do so. But there are already good tutorials on Kotlin by good people, so that's why I didn't make anyone up till now. But yeah, sure, if you want me to, then definitely I can create a couple of tutorials on your request. So, and in bio we can say he's the bodybuilder, and coder, we can say. So let's add these values, the user which we have created, to the user array list. So user array list add user one, and similarly user array list user array list add user to and call dot respond. We can say user add a list. Mm, yes, it's working great. So I hope you understood. It's very simple, as you can see over here, and we have created an array list of two users. So in response, we'll get back the JSON of two users. So let's hope it runs in one go. And yes, till that time, I have created an AI in TensorFlow JS, and as what it does is basically it has run for 1000 epochs, and uh, it basically tells it determines what is the background of this particular div, and then accordingly it changes the color of the text. So it helps us out. Let's suppose it automatically changes the, without me coding the hard values, that this is the way. It takes the RGBs as the values, and ultimately changes, as you can see, it is telling me, okay, this is 93%, it has to be white, so it converts to white. Now, sorry, so in this case, oh sorry, the right hand side is the white one, so in 75% it has to be white, so it's white. So in this case it has to be 89% white, black, so it's black. So it's very useful, like as you can, 98% has to be white, because if we do it black, then we might not be able to see it. So anyway, this is something I have built in just couple of minutes by seeing the documentation of TensorFlow JS. It was very easy in a couple of minutes. Why? Because I already had prior experience of machine learning and AI using Python. So if you really want to know about these things, then I mean this thing, then do let me know in the comment section. I'll definitely make a video on TensorFlow JS as well. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So let's go to the link, and you can say, okay, the JSON is not working. Yes, it is not working just because we have two array. We have to add two array to it. Only then it will work. It will not take the array list. It only takes the um, that we say iterables. So yes, as you can see over here, we got the data JSON response. I'm using this JSON view extension. That's why it is coming like that. So yes, as we can see, in coders saying we didn't get bio at all. It can be a very big issue if we if our client is written in JavaScript, and not in Android, so we cannot parse it. And as if and as the client will be looking for bio, and it has not given bio, then it can be a very big problem. The app might crash, or the client might give an unexpected error or something like that on the JavaScript side. So that's why there's one more library called GraphQL, which is by Facebook. It's very beautiful, and it really helps the developers out. Basically, it helps the people from the client side to know what the server side people are sending to them. If you're working in a big teams, like in big organizations, you're working on big products. So in that case, it's very beneficial. We have started in my company. We have started recently, and it is, and in couple of days only, we have seen a lot of improvement in the flow of the work. Anyway, one more thing I want to discuss about is that I am creating a tutorial series on completely on Kotlin. So we will be having one server which is be using, it will be written in Kotlin itself using ktor, Android app in Kotlin, and a web interface only the front end in Kotlin as Kotlin JS. So I just wanted to know, should I make it on to-do list, or should I make it on book teachings? Book teachings basically an application where you can store the title of the book, and after the title is stored, you can just add on the teachings, whatever good things you learn from that particular book, or something which you want to remember for rest of your life, or you want to read every day. So this is something I really want to make. But if you really want to go simple, and you just want to see how you can unleash the power of Kotlin, which is reusing the code, using the same code on three major different platforms. So do let me know in the comments about two things: what is to be done, what topic to be taken to build that particular Kotlin project, and second thing, if you guys don't really want to know about TensorFlow.js, and one more thing, third thing, if you want me to include GraphQL in the Kotlin project, the main Kotlin project on three platforms. So you let me know in comments, and thank you so much for watching the tutorial, and please do like the video and subscribe my channel. And if you subscribe my channel or like the video, really motivates me to make a new one. And lately I have been having good response, and so that's why I'm being very active these days. And thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for your love and support. I hope I will be able to deliver this kind of education and my tips and tricks to you guys. I'm not the best coder in the world, but you always learn. Keep learning, keep doing stupid stuff. This is the best way you can learn. And do let me know if you want to talk about something else, like any technology like machine learning, AI, blockchain, hyperledger. And because hyperledger is gaining a very nice popularity these days, and you want to talk about Kotlin, Python, Java, and Java is being, I think, it's commercialized in 2019. And so anyway, Swift or anything you want to talk about, I would be very much delightful to answer you. Anyway, thank you so much for your time and support and love.